we just received our solar house number sign, and we're going to unpackage it and take a look at what's actually in it. And we are also going to install it, show you how to do that. Now, there's a couple of things about this. The most notable of which is that it didn't show up as fast as a lot of Amazon things, a day or two, but I actually got a hold of the company to say that it hadn't been delivered yet, after the Amazon system showed it had been delivered. And it turns out that what had happened was this was actually manufactured in China, and then it was shipped to North America. As you can see there, it was delivered, in my case, through Canada Post for the last mile. Right, so all I've done so far is tear the bag open. So let's go through this and figure this out together. I don't think it's very challenging. So the first thing to note was that it came through the post, which was quite unexpected. And the second thing is how small it is. It is, I think, going to be sufficient, but it is going to be small. I shouldn't say the only thing I've done is tear the bag open. I also cut the tape. So I just cut the tape here and here, and let's open this up. Well, I haven't gone through this, so let's see what I've got. Oh, they sent us a little dolphin. I have no idea what that has to do with anything, but okay. We've got some documentation, no doubt. Let's just take a look at that. This sheet tells us how to install the solar module, and the second tells us how to install the mounting. Okay, neither of these look terribly difficult, so I'm just going to put those aside. What else do we have here? Okay, so we've got some bolts and spacers, and we've also got some sort of butterfly grommets here that we can use to mount presumably the solar piece here. So let's just take a look at what's included here. All right, so there's the solar piece. Looks fine. Doesn't look particularly well made or particularly badly made. It just looks like a basic unit. So let's see what we've got with this. It looks like if I take that screw out, that I would be able to slide this out, and then I would be able to paint this to any color I want. That's stainless steel. So for me, I'm going to leave it as stainless steel, but if you really do want to coat it, you can do it easily, I'm sure, just by pulling that off. So it looks like what we're going to do is put these in to the wall and then hang this on it. That would be my guess, although I'm not positive of that. Please add AA rechargeable battery. Okay, so that is something that I knew about, basically from a friend, not from the ad. I didn't realize it didn't come with it when I ordered it. So what I did was I went to look for rechargeable batteries, and I found that while there are lots of them out there, as you obviously know, because they've existed for decades, that the pricing is a bit nutty. So I ended up going to a Canadian dollar store and getting these for $4, these two rechargeables. They're from Panasonic, so they're not complete knockoffs, they're not just complete junk. Yeah, no, these also say that they're pre-charged and ready to go, so that's good, and they're good for about 1,500 charges. Let's get in and tear this open. Okay, so there's my AA battery. I'm going to open that door, and the negative goes to the far end with the spring, the positive to that end. Clip it down and you're good. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 LEDs here. Yeah, so pretty simple. Let's get to seeing what else is in here. Tissue, okay, that's unexpected, and that's my address. In case you're not clear, let's see what we've got here. So I've got this numbered sign, and I've got a backing plate. And I think the way it goes is that goes onto the wall here, then there's a spacer, and then that sits like that, and then this unit sits on top and lights down. That's my expectation. Let's go figure it out. So I want to install this in the center of my garage door opening here, right up here. And to make this install easy, I'm going to use my power drill, I'm going to use a small level, and I'm going to use my tape measure. And I've also got, you probably don't need to do this, but I am going to pre-drill the wood so that I don't have any splitting. All right, so use a measuring tape to figure out the center of your garage door, or you can just look at the cement or your garage door itself to see what the center is. And then notice that the distance is 5 1/4 inches. So you want to mark 5 1/4 Make sure that's centered, then use a level. Because if you eyeball it, you're going to get it wrong and it's going to look stupid. Yeah, now drill it out. At least that's what I did because I didn't want any wood splitting. And change over to, yeah, put the screws in. Now you need to leave those hanging out a bit so that you can hook the solar unit on. You see it just hooks on. Then take your number plate over and mark it. No need to measure, just mark it. Now drop it down a little bit so you've got space to turn that switch on and off. Take everything out of that little plastic bubble wrap package. And in particular, you can see here that these the spacer unscrews and you put a little wood screw inside of it. It just slides down in. There you go. And now we just walk over and crank it down. Except when I did this, I realized I didn't drill out enough. So I used a larger drill bit here just to make it a little heavier. I really didn't want that brick mold to split. Okay, so again, just put the spacer in. There you go. Make sure the back plate is on. And again, put the next one in. Hold it up and make sure it's level. It's going into that hole that you pre-drilled. You don't have to, but I did, and I think it's a good idea for most people. Then you just take the number plate, put it on top, and hand screw it down. Now, for some reason, the one on the left for me was a little tighter than I would have liked. A little tighter being a little harder to crank. And it wasn't cross-threaded, but it wasn't quite, there's, I don't know, a piece of grit or something in there. So I ended up getting a pair of pliers and just cranking it down. But you don't want to do that very much.
So here we are at 10 o'clock at night, and you can see that that is pretty darn clear. So let's back up, and you'll be able to see a little bit more of my garage. There we go, and in a moment, I will have my neighbor's automatic lights turn on, because I'll get in their way and get the motion detector going. And by the way, yes, I've turned my motion detector lights off, so that you get the effect here. There we go. Is that number is far from perfect. Could be a lot bigger, could be a lot brighter, but it's an awful lot better than that number, which is the brass numbers I have bolted on that virtually nobody can see, even during the day. So, boo, yay. Okay, now let's pull back so you can see this from the road. Yeah, so pretty hard to see in camera, but trust me, I can actually read that from the edge of the road here. Alright, if you have any questions or concerns, please put them in the comment section below. Look, we'd really appreciate it if you click like, and if you would click subscribe, that would be even better.
And you can always get a hold of us at www.urtech.ca. That's www.urtech.ca. Thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.